I got a bite. I got a fish. Jay, I got a fish. I've got a fish. I've got one.
Oh my god.
Jay's got one.
Oh my god.
Jay's got one. Jay's got one. Oh gosh, big one. That's a giant. Dude, he hammered it.
Guys, I'm pretty sure Jay's gonna be mad at us for this trip.
He's gonna be mad about this. So what are you getting today to drink?
A hot pumpkin blondie.
Why are you getting a hot one?
Because it is freezing outside.
It is 27 degrees. And Jay is bundled up. She's got like 8 pairs of socks on. And she's still gonna be cold, I promise.
Yeah.
But we're going.
I'm just hoping we're gonna catch a bunch of fish.
We got the kayak back there. And we're gonna try to rip some lips in a very special spot.
Oh yes, very special.
How's it taste, Big Boss? We need to know.
Amazing.
Amazing. It was worth 10 bucks.
It wasn't $10.
It rounds up to 10.
They are pretty pricey, but it's totally worth it.
Totally worth it. Even though that's not her favorite coffee place.
No.
It used to be, but she cheats on that place with the old Think Coffee downtown.
Yeah, but you know, I like hot coffee from here, so.
Yeah.
And this is dang good. So it's gonna get me pumped to catch a bunch of fish. You watch.
So we're on the way to the fishing spot, and while it is very, very cold, these are favorable fishing conditions where we're going. It's overcast, it's very low wind. This is gonna be the warmest day of the week. I think the high is supposed to be like 37, at least that's what it said, but I feel like it's not gonna get there because we're already about halfway through the day and it's still below freezing. So to combat this, I actually have 6 rods rigged up in the boat, in the car right now. I rigged them up last night. They all have double rigs, so if we break off, we don't have to worry about tying on another one because it's gonna be so cold. I know our hands are gonna be numb. That is if we actually catch some fish. We're fishing the draining lake today. As y'all saw, the lake came up in the last video, and we're gonna see if there are any fish still inhabiting it of the big slab crappie variety. We'll be at our spot very soon. Y'all will recognize it instantly once we get there. We haven't fished there since last year, so who really knows what's gonna be lurking. I'm excited though. I know Big Boss is excited. If she gets one thump, she's gonna be feeling good.
You know it.
I don't care what we catch. If we catch a drum, yellow bass, skipjack, carp, I don't care. There's not skipjack. That would be cool though. But yeah, we're gonna be here in just a minute and catch you guys on the water. Oh baby, we
It's
made
cold
it.
out here.
And it is cold out here. I feel like that coffee's gonna like warm you up a little bit, and then it's also gonna make you feel cold.
Well, it's actually gone.
It's already gone?
I just drank it.
Oh snap. Well, at least you got a hand warmer. Let's get a hand warmer. This might be your only lifeline.
Yeah. And I got gloves.
And you got gloves, so you should be good. And you got this puffy jacket. Like, this is like the warmest jacket ever. I couldn't find mine this morning. That's that 6-inch like down puffer something. It's like you're wearing a sleeping bag. That thing is sick.
And I got my
And
bibs.
she's got her bibs.
I got layers on, but my neck is kind of cold.
Well, just tie your hair up like a scarf. You can just do this like that.
I guess so.
There we go. You should be good. But anyways, this is our fishing destination. You know this spot pretty well. We made tons of videos out here in the past. This connects to the draining lake, and we're hoping there are some fish out here. The watercolor looks great. I thought it'd be a little murky, but it's actually quite nice. And then here's the rigs. We get the kayak loaded down, HTC crappie sticks, all rigged up with double jig rigs. We got their favorite color out here, the mermaid. The mermaid, they love that thing. Got the mermaid. We also got some show enough. They ain't never seen a crappie magnet root out here, I don't think, unless somebody came up in here and threw it. So maybe they'll eat that. I don't know, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to launch the tandem kayak out here and see what happens. Are you ready?
I am ready.
She is ready. You heard it here
I feel like
first.
we're gonna catch something.
Let's catch something. Let's go. It's official. We're on the water. We're a little cramped. I always forget that while this kayak has a ton of space for one person, when you throw a second person in here, room for gear is limited. And I always bring something big and bulky in the way, so that's okay. We got quick access to the tackle box. It'll be all right. We can't live without it. How long is it gonna take for us to catch a fish? It's currently 10:25. Are we gonna catch one? Are we gonna catch many? I have no idea. I heard a report that somebody caught some out here, but Can we give a report that we caught something out here? Oh, Joe. Oh, she's wearing the gloves. You can tell. We're just gonna start about right here. I got a bite. I got a fish. Jay, I got a fish. I've got a fish. I've got one. I've got one. It feels nice. It's a crappie thump. It was a crappie thump. Throw out there. Throw out there. It's a good one, Jay. It's a good one.
Oh my
It's a stud.
Oh my gosh!
It's a stud.
Oh my gosh, Cole!
It's a stud.
No way.
Oh, on the top jig.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. Come here. Oh, hook him off. Yes!
Oh my goodness.
They still live. They still live out here. Ooh, he bit the roo.
Whoa.
He bit the show enough colored roo. Oh, we just moved over here to this spot. We started over where we launched at. Didn't get any hits. Then moved over to a spot that's a little bit shallower with a bunch of brush. And then we just now moved over here where it's a little bit deeper. Look at that one. Look at that stud muffin of a crappie. There are some fish out here. There's at least one. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Do we keep him or do we let him go?
I don't know.
I'm gonna let him go. I think I'm gonna release him. I'm gonna release him. If we start smashing, I might keep some, but I think I would rather just let these fish go because this area holds water. It holds water. I know that a lot of fish in this lake died, and I would love to see some of these fish survive over the next little while. If somebody else comes here and catch them, they might keep them, but we're gonna send them back. We're gonna send them back. Big old slab white crappie, probably like 13 inches maybe, 13 and a half, close to a pound, probably over a pound. Okay, we're sending them back.
Does he have any friends?
Does he have any friends? We'll send you back. Yes, we did it. I just picked some ice off my reel while my bait was sinking. Okay, well, that was on the show enough roo. Jay's got one. Jay's got one.
Oh my gosh.
Jay's got one.
Put it on the pole.
Jay's got one.
No.
Oh no. Fish?
Fish.
Fish. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on.
It's a fish. Oh my gosh.
Jay's got one.
Oh my gosh.
Left side.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I lost him again.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a crappie day.
Well, but at least one of us caught a fish out there.
I almost caught a fish.
You almost caught two fish.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in myself.
It's okay. It was so cold. And it was hard to feel stuff. And honestly, we were getting snagged up a lot. Good thing I rigged up 6 poles.
I was getting a little nervous in the canoe though, or the kayak.
Yeah.
That.
Whenever we would get hung up, we try to break off or we go to get it. The kayak was kind of flipping a little bit, it was a little tippy because we had that big anchor in there and all of our gear. But yeah, there's the fishing spot. We're driving past it now. Get a shot of it.
No bueno.
It was no bueno. Now there could be some fish in there. We caught that one good one. Jay had 2 bites. They could just not be biting because it was cold. But yeah, we're gonna try something else.
On to the next spot.
On to the next spot. No bueno. They're all gonna be just out there in that middle seam probably. Fish on! Fish on! Fish on! Fish on! I got something. Is that a bass? There is a fish. It is bueno. I said, Jay, it's no bueno. And also, Jay, I got a fish. This is our 4th spot of the day, believe it or not. We haven't caught anything anywhere else. And out of nowhere, spotted bass appeared. This is actually only like my 3rd cast in the spot, so maybe we should give it a little bit more time. He crushed it. He wanted a party. Nice. Okay, 2nd fish of the day. We start off with a slab. He's honestly, I think the crappie we caught earlier this morning is bigger than this guy. And he's a solid white bass, or solid spotted bass. Thank you. We'll take it. Chase got one. Chase got one. Oh, it's a big old white bass.
Oh.
He was fighting like a drum. I thought you had a drum.
I thought I had a crappie.
Hey! Hey!
Oh.
Jay's on the board with her first fish of the day. Took 4 spots in 6 hours, but
oh, he's so
Jay has got her.
cold. He is so cold.
Jay's got her first frozen day fish. We've got 3 fish and 3 species. Nice one. Beautiful white bass. In the freezingness, isn't it? Don't you feel fulfilled now?
Yeah, I'm glad I caught something.
Sweet
He's
fish.
a nice one.
He's a good one.
He seemed like he didn't want to fight at first.
He bit the bottom jig. What is that? It's a show enough crappie magnet roo. Orange head.
Show enough.
Show enough. You know, I got some D2 jigs in my bag. I'm kind of thinking about throwing a D2 and hopping it around. They're eating that stuff. They're biting. Fish like the fur whenever it's really cold. Were you down in the deeps or were you just kind of up there? All right, I just hiked down here to our last spot of the day. We were actually driving across that bridge, about to head out. I looked over here and I was like, man, there is a juicy current break right here beneath this old decrepit bridge. So decided we'd give it one last shot. There's a little parking spot up ahead of me. Jay didn't want to come down because it is so cold. That's why I just check it out really quick. But if there is a fish, we'll know pretty quickly, and he should be right there to there. And honestly, that break over there looks better, but it's a little more difficult to get to. So we're just gonna ride it out right here. It's really cold out. If I can pull one fish from this spot, I'll feel content. But if not, you know, at least we tried. We're definitely going through it today. That's for sure. And as you can see, this bridge right here is old and sketchy. So maybe the old sketchy bridge will provide us an old and sketchy fish. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, it's a big drum. Big drum underneath this bridge. There we go. He crushed it. He crushed it. Oh my gosh, it's a nice one. I knew there would be one there. No, 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 no. I got him. You ain't getting away. I got my hands on you. Yes. That is a big drum, guys. We pulled off just to check out this little spot. We were driving to the bridge about to leave. I was like, man, there's a juicy current break right there. Like, there's the bridge up there we drove over. I looked over, I was like, man, I have to try that out. Big juicy drum, new species on the day. He smashed it. He smashed it. Here, we're seeing back. There he goes. We got another one, fellas. Whew, might be able to get another one. We almost lost him. Luckily, drum get a little confused when they get by the bank. We were able to wrangle him up real quick. I call this spot a success. We caught a really nice, thick drum. So today we've caught 5 fish in total in 5 different species, and all of them were pretty good ones of each one. We didn't catch any dinks. But with that, I think we're actually going to load back up, climb up this hill, and catch back up with Jay and head back to the house for a while. And then we're gonna game plan something else and probably go fishing tomorrow. We've been fishing for like 6 hours today out here. In the freezing temps. It's supposed to be even colder tomorrow, but tomorrow is going to be the last day supposedly before a big snowstorm hits us. So yeah, we're gonna head out of here. I'll catch up with y'all bright and early tomorrow morning. It might be still in the dialing in process. Oh gosh, big one. That's a giant. He smashed it. Oh, look at that one. Look at that big old crappie. Oh no. I gotta pull him up. He's on light line. Why don't I only bring my ultralight? Okay, come on, up the bridge. Up the bridge, up the bridge, up the bridge, up the bridge, up the bridge. That's a giant, dude, giant. From on top of the bridge. Okay guys, so we are up here on this bridge. Tiger's hooked up.
I got a little one.
Tiger's got a little one. Oh no.
Won't break the streak. I think I didn't get a keeper.
Dang it. We've been up here for just a moment. We're checking out some spots. Look at that, little black crappie. This is a big white crappie. He's like 13, almost 14 inches probably. He is 13 and a half inches. A nice slab, but check this out guys. We have already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nice ones. Look at these slabs, guys. That's incredible. So the water down here is breaking kind of weird. It's too fast by the bank there. It's too fast by the bank there, but it's perfect right here and it's flowing this way. And up there on the bank, there's a lot of obstacles and just stuff in the way. So we just decided to get up here and it's working thus far. Tiger just missed one. That fish bit a straight pearl colored crappie magnet, but the other ones I've caught have come on this big guy. That's the hammer body from Crappie Magnet, big white chartreuse. I've got a 1/4 ounce head on the bottom. I was thinking the heavier weight would be important because it's kind of deep down there. Water's kind of swift. We're kind of high up so we can feel everything, but Tiger's rocking with 2 16th ounces, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's kind of our little zone right there where we're getting bit. So we can get another one. Oh, Tiger's hooked up. Tiger's hooked up. Baby donk. Baby donk for Tiger. What's up with this? We turn the camera on and the small ones bite. Oh, it's a white bass.
Little white bass.
A little white bass. We'll take it. Tiger's got a little bit beefier rod, which is definitely coming in handy right now. The good thing is that these little guys, they like to go for free skydives like that. Yeah. Fish on. Oh, he got bigger. He started kind of small. He got, oh my gosh, look at the size of that one. Gosh, dang. Look at the size of that one. Another slab. Can we get him up the bridge? He's on the big old crappie magnet. Oh my gosh. I wanted to try out this ultralight. Oh, we got doubles. Is it a good one?
It's decent.
Is he bigger than this? Oh, no. Tiger. Come on, man. You're part of the OG Slab King clan, bro.
I'm just trying to clean out these small ones for you. Make you look good on camera.
Thanks, man. That's why we hang out together. Just kidding. Tiger's going to catch a 3-pounder here in a minute. That is another stud. How big y'all think he is? 12 and a half? 12 and a half inch stud. 12 and a half inch. Studly crappie. Oh, Tiger.
That might be a keeper.
Tiger's got him a little something. Oh, yeah.
That's a keeper.
Oh, yeah. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Tiger's keeping this little spot on the bridge dialed in. Let's go. White crappie? Oh, it's a big white crappie. Oh my gosh, look how thick that one is. That one's huge. That's a giant.
Just cleaning out that riffraff for that one right there.
Heck yeah. That's a giant one. T Money. T Willie. Donk.
Another keeper.
Another keeper. Top jig. TJ. TJ doing work.
Subtle.
Subtle? Man, it's a long reel up. These crappie are like, where am I going?
To the moon.
You don't want to know where you're going, buddy. Showing up chartreuse crappie magnet in his grizzle.
Yep.
Nice
Another
one.
good one.
That's another good one.
Dude, that one was such a light bite.
Well,
That was the lightest kick, and I just felt some weight.
I'm glad you felt it. I am definitely feeling the bottom. Yes! Felt that bottom start swimming. I thought it was the bottom, but then it started swimming. I think that's gonna be a little short. He might be 10. We'll keep him if he is. I think he's maybe like 9 3/4. Another one on the big body, hammer body, crappie magnet, white and chartreuse. So I started off with a 1/4 ounce head and a 1/4 ounce and an 1/8 ounce. So I had a lot of weight on there. But we found out that it's actually not as deep as we thought, and the current's actually changing a little bit. And I'm just really dragging the bottom. That's a 10-incher. Let's go. Another keeper white crappie. Oh, so I might have to lighten up. Throw some lighter jig heads. Man, that is a nice cooler fish already. Holy smokes. I'll probably stay with this for a little bit. But yeah, I've got 2 1/8 ounces on here now. I always like to use as light of a jig head as you possibly can so the bait is moving as, you know, slow and fluid as you can, especially in the current. But I'm just gonna stick with what I got. Tiger's got the 2/16ers, I got the 2/8ers. We'll kind of cover the fish at different speeds. These are some chunks. Oh, is that a crappie? That's a fish? Is it a crappie?
It is.
It is a crappie.
Borderline keeper.
Borderline keeper.
Don't have to hit that tape measure.
He's gonna be short. No, he's gonna be, oh, he's black crappie. He might be a little short.
Wow.
I think he's short. He's short. I bet he's short. Dude, he hammered it. Did you see?
You said the hook way up to 6 pound mark.
It was. I mean, he hammered it. I lost all feel, and I just went for it. Get up here, up the bridge, up the bridge, up the bridge. Don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. Yes, no doubter. Oh my gosh. Tiger's catching more than me right now, but I haven't caught anything smaller than this. Ooh. Ooh, it's a tank.
Wow.
It's a tank. I was about to take this bait off, but I can't now. I was gonna swap it out for something different. I'm not even throwing the isom, and you know that's like been the color we've been relying on in this type of water. Yeah, he ate the pearl crappie magnet. The chartreuse said, "Dang, there's some tanks in that cooler, dog. That is sick." Tiger's hooked up. How's that one feel? He's not saying anything. He's got no, he doesn't. No, you don't.
Got the double.
Those are spaced out far. Did you just do that?
Just did that.
Did you just do that? He's got doubles. He's got a keeper crappie on top. Did you space them out that far? Or were they already spaced out that far?
Spaced them.
Oh, you dirty dog.
I'm trying to get that distance.
He went the distance and it worked out for him. Keeper white crappie probably. Gonna have to measure him, make sure.
Oh.
And a little white bass. I'm kind of scared to catch a big white bass, because I don't think I'll be able to get him up.
I don't know if I won't be able to.
Yeah, you're using like 4 pound, aren't you?
I think it's 6.
It looks like 6, but still. Bye, little guy.
We're gonna check him.
Check him. I'm thinking he's gonna be touching 10. Oh gosh, yeah, mouth closed. Oh no.
Yeah.
Mouth closed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go backwards.
Yeah, I was kind of. There we go. I hit the pole. I hit the tree. Yeah, I got that doink. That's what it sounds like whenever they hit it. He's probably gonna be a little short. He's black crappie. Still a good one. He bit the top jig also. I think he's gonna be a little short, guys. A little short. Oh, he's close. 9 3/4. 9 3/4 black crappie. Gonna send him back. Easy, little guy. Perfect.
Guys, I'm pretty sure Jay's gonna be mad at us for this trip.
She's gonna be mad about this.
Slab Queen's not gonna like this one.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I swapped my baits back up and I got another one. Oh, that's a good one. Hit the bottom jig. Ate the same thing they've been eating. That's a good one. Look at the black crappie. Big black crappie. Yes. Another one on the slab magnet. Tiger got hung up, so I got to cast in his spot for a second. There's a good keeper black crappie. That's a tank too. 11.5 incher. Got to love that. Let's see if we can get another. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. They're making us work for them a little bit. It's not every cast like it was for a second. For a second, it was just off the rails. But we have a massive front coming through. It rained a little bit earlier. We had some storms. The temperature is going to plummet. It's going to go down to like 22 tonight. Something like that. Something dumb. And then not hardly get above freezing for the rest of the week. So no telling what that's going to do to this bite and all the other bites we've been on. Oh, good. And then it started swimming. It's a fishing pole. It's a fishing pole. I got a fishing pole. Dude, I got a fishing pole. I've got a fishing pole. I caught a fishing pole. Hold on a second. Don't break. Don't break. I got a fishing pole. Dude. Oh, it's a big old fishing pole. I got it. I got it. Yes.
Also, my bait will still be on there.
Let's go. I caught a fishing pole. And then I broke my pole. But I got a new one. Heck yeah, what is this? It is a nice push button. Well, I think it was an ugly stick. Dang, it looks real ugly now. Well, we'll get it out of the creek and take it with us somewhere. But the fish have quit biting, y'all. I don't know where they went. I'm gonna try something a little more off the rails for a moment. I've got the 6 cents 2.8 inch panorama. I'm gonna rig it belly flat, not vertical, like it's a dying little shad. Maybe they want something supernatural looking. I think that they're just turned off because the front is definitely smashing us right now. It's very different conditions than it was when we first pulled up. But now we got a little shaddy looking thing. Maybe they'll eat it, maybe they won't. It just seems different. Everything seems different. The water seems different. The vibe seems different. Tiger's not happy anymore. I'm still happy, but I'm just cold. And the fish aren't biting.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I got a bite. Dude, first cast with the panorama. Is he on the panorama? No, he's not. But it lured him in. It lured him in. Dude. Dude, it was a teaser. That happened last time when I swapped. They still like this thing. It's another keeper. They love that thing, dude. Okay, well, the panorama teaser worked. It's another 12-inch white crappie. Oh, Tiger set the hook on something. How long is he? 11 and a half. He's thick. These are some. This is like as good of some slabbing as it's gonna get around here. I mean, this is a big cooler, and those are some big slabs. Oh, he got one.
That's a good one.
Tiger's hooked up. He's got a good one. It's slowed way down, but he's got one. He spot baits up on him. Finally.
Pearl minnow.
On a pearl curly tail. It's using the same size weights. Yep, 1/8 ounce and a 32nd on top. Pearl curly tail.
Another good one.
Another good one. Let's
Maybe
go.
it's picking back up.
Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it.
You gotta start with one though.
I guess so. Oh. Fish on! They turned back on. Let's go. Mine's a little more leftward. He's gonna be a keeper if I can get him up. Stay on. The sun literally peeked back out and I got a bite. Yes, and that's a keeper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's an 11-incher. All day. Twice on Sunday. Pretty fish. 11-incher. Man, what a box of fish. What is that? Is that a fish?
It's a good crappie.
He's just skiing in. He was way out there. You didn't think you had one.
I wasn't even I was just giving that jiggle.
I saw the look on your face when your rod loaded up. You're like, oh, I got one. Like, oh, it's not the bottom. That's the biggest one you caught all day.
Oh, it ain't.
Just kidding.
Get
That's a
outta
nice
here.
one though.
It is.
Pearl.
Yep.
Pearl grub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We dumped a couple. We could have had 20. It is a brand new year, and today I'm going to show you guys 2 different ways to fillet a crappie in case you forgot how to do it last year. On the table here, I've got a bunch of slabs. Here's a couple of examples. We got this guy, and we're going to show you how to fillet them with this guy and this guy, whichever your preferred method may be, or however you want to learn how to fillet crappie if you've never done before. Both are great ways to get awesome fillets off of your fresh catch. So let's jump right into it. And we're gonna start with the old-fashioned method, just a regular hand fillet knife. But we're gonna start off by making our first cut around the head and the operculum, which is that gill plate right there, and around the pectoral fin. So I have to go all the way up around the head, get all that juicy crappie meat up there, run the knife around the gills and the head underneath that pectoral fin, just like that. And then we're gonna run the knife down the backbone. So you have a whole fillet on this side and a whole fillet on this side. So you wanna make sure you don't cross the backbone so you can do the other side just as good as this one. So anyways, we're gonna make that cut right here, down the backbone. And I like to go all the way kind of down to the tail. So we got our first cut. Then we're gonna kind of just cut down that fillet. You can kind of hear me grinding the knife on the bones. Like that, that's what you wanna do. Okay, so what we've got now is you can kind of see when you open that fillet up a little bit, we've ran the knife all the way to the rib cage. And what you'll do is you'll poke around until you feel the rib cage, or you can just kind of do it dummy proof way and stick the knife out all the way through fillet down here at the anal fin. Don't cut yourself, but stick it all the way through, and then you're gonna just work the knife down towards the tail and go all the way out the tail. So now that's all free. You can see it's all flapping and open and free. So now what we have to do now is tilt our knife blade kind of upwards and go up over the rib cage. You can do it nice and easy like this, and you can almost just peel the meat off the ribs. You can kind of see now that the ribs are exposed right there. That's the ribs, and once you get over the ridge of the ribs, I tilt my knife blade back down so I can get the meat off of the bottom of the ribs. I pretty much go straight down. You can kind of feel those rib bones down there without going all the way through there, and then simply just take your fillet with the skin on off of the fish. You can see there's hardly any meat left at all. What you're seeing is meat really on the other side of the fish. We'll do the other side of the fish in a second, but now we want to take the meat off of the skin, and this you're going to tilt your knife blade down against the skin. You're going to kind of get it started like this, and then you're just going to slide the meat right off the skin. The sharper your knife is, the better, because you can literally just push the knife blade off the skin, but I like to keep it down and get it all to come out in one piece, just like that. And that is a perfect fillet of crappie with a hand knife. The only bones that are left in here are going to be these little pin bones right here, and it's the bones that kind of connect the rib cage to the meat. Those are irrelevant if you're going to fry your fish up. You can just fry that boy up just like that. If you're going to take it inside and throw it in the skillet, what I'll recommend is you just either slice them right through there, or you can just take that little cut out just like this. And you can do this back in the kitchen. I usually do it in the kitchen before I'm prepping to cook it. But you can do it, take those tiny little pin bones out, and there you have it, a perfect fillet. Like I said, I like to do that back inside because I don't know if I'm going to fry it or if I'm going to cook it in the skillet from day to day, but you're going to want to remove those if you don't fry it because you will find those in your gums. So that is one way to fillet a crappie in 2025. Let me show you the other way. So we've got our same fish. We're going to flip them over, and we're going to grab the electric knife. This one here has got some miles on it. I could honestly use a fresh one, but it still works great. And we're going to do basically the same thing. Make our first cut around the head, and then we're going to actually just run the knife all the way through. We're not going to do a cut on the back. So that's what's nice about this knife. You can just go all the way through. And you can go all the way through with a really sharp hand knife, but I prefer to fillet them the way I just showed you with the hand knives. But anyways, let's run this knife all the way through to the tail. I like to make sure everything's all nice and lined up before I go all the way through, just so I can get a really good cut. You can see we have all the meat basically off of the bones, and we're just gonna take the meat off of the skin like this. That fillet is off. And now we are going to take the ribs out, which is going to be a little tricky with the electric knife without a little bit of practice, but you can just get the ribs out just like I did with the other knife. You literally just follow the bones out, and there you have another perfect fillet. Let me lay them both on the table so you can see the difference between the two. They both look very similar. As you can see, I cut the pin bones out of that one. As you can see, these fillets are very, very similar. I honestly feel like I get a cleaner cut with the electric knife than I do with the hand knife, and it's honestly quite a bit faster. But you can literally choose whichever way you prefer and get awesome fillets with both methods. We'll throw these in our bucket. We have 20 of these things to go through. All right, guys, well, that is going to be it for today's adventure. It was a great last couple of days of fishing. Kind of started off a little bit slow, just trying to figure out some areas where some fish were hanging out at. But we were able to successfully land a big slab out of the draining lake. There are still a few fish living out there. And then as we bounced around, me and Tiger ended up landing on a great spot down at that bridge, creek little area, and we absolutely wore those big slabs out. It was so refreshing because lately, you know, we've been kind of hitting these areas and have to kind of go through some small ones to get to the good fish. But literally, I mean, almost every single fish we caught from that spot was a keeper. And on top of that, they were big juicy slabs, like 12 to 13 inch fish for the most part. It was so fun reeling them up from the top of that bridge, and they were hitting that bait so hard. But like I said, it's been a fun last couple of days of fishing. I'm not sure when we're going to get to go back out, because in just a few hours we're expected to have a big snowstorm hit central Arkansas, and it's going to last over the next couple of days, which is pretty unusual for here. So we might get locked up for a little bit, but that'll give us some time to hang out together as a family and play in the snow and maybe go out and do some snow fishing. I'm not exactly sure. But what I do know is that I'm ready to go inside and hang out in the great warm indoors for a little bit, because it has been just so belligerently cold over the last few days here in Arkansas. But with that, hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode. If y'all did, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more, and we'll see y'all on the next adventure. Bye, guys.